having to grow up without being nurtured, having to always be the only one in my world that would show up for me. Good morning and welcome to the People Pleaser Support Group. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning after seeing other videos of the People Pleaser Support Group, grateful for you, my friend and kindred spirit. I have been summoned to change the trajectory of your life. We that choose to join this and be a part of this group support each other's healing journey, not by taking care of your emotions, but in a way that honors your lived experience and encourages your recovery. So if this resonates with you, then you are always welcome. If not, free to click away. And I am noticing that my energy feels off. As I was making some previous recordings this morning, I just kept feeling like I was kind of off kilter. Something wasn't the same as it had been, like every day making recordings for the last few weeks. So I had to get in the car and take my daughter to work. So I do a lot of my best contemplating driving the car with the big blue sky and the sun is shining. Helps me relax into it. But I did realize that yesterday I felt this way too. And I thought it was because I had spent most of the day inside my home with some home repairs going on. And there were two gentlemen here working on things throughout the entire house. And, so it was my quiet little sanctuary was unshoveled for a while. And at one point, I was sitting in the chair and one of their pieces of equipment made a sudden, really loud noise. I literally jumped in the chair, just a big scare, momentarily. But so after they left, I thought, well, I still want to do my recording for today's video. Well, I'm a day ahead. I was a day ahead, so it would have been for the recording today, but I just didn't feel like, because of that, I thought it was due to the agitation in my environment that I wasn't used to. So I decided, okay, I'll sleep on it, wake up refreshed, be back in, feeling like everything's back in alignment. But when I woke up this morning and I attempted to make some recordings, and I did make some recordings, but I just still wasn't feeling like balanced. I feel off kilter. So while I was in the car on the way back home, twice, two different restaurants that I wanted to decided, okay, I'm going to grab some food here, were unexpectedly closed. Not for good, but just for the day. I'm not sure why, but they were both closed. And I thought, that is unusual. But as I always say, everything is happening for us, through us, by us. So I'm like, okay, what is this showing me? It's like it was reinforcing that I felt off kilter. Something was different. I don't know if it's permanently different or just a temporary difference. Still trying to put my finger on that. And when I got back home here, I sat and just meditated and got quiet and, just tried to find my center again. And what I'm feeling is that it's okay. It's okay to have days where things feel off kilter. It's because we're forever changing. We're new every moment. is what they say. It's what our guides say. And it's okay to feel this way. I'm going to share at least this part. Maybe once I put it all together, I'll see if I want to share the other parts that I recorded earlier this morning that um, I felt like wasn't coming through exactly comfortably. Um, so I'm going to side, but what I'm feeling like right now is just to be the example that it's okay and to be gentle with myself and just to sit with that off kilter feeling and kind of let it run its course, let it move through. Maybe it's some kind of a cosmic energy reset or something. There's always something that can be happening in the invisible, things that we can't see with our physical eyes. But I do know that, you know, I'm still a good person. I'm still confident in myself. It doesn't mean that I've done anything wrong. It doesn't mean that anything has gone wrong, right? Because I tell myself that there are no problems, there are only solutions. Even in the hardest times, I've learned to tell myself that without bypassing the feeling. Yeah, it's still important to just try to relax into it. So I'm practicing now just to relax into that confusion, disconcertedness, whatever it is that's inside of me, and know that my self worth hasn't changed. I still feel good about myself. I still accept myself, and I deserve all the good things still, even though I feel like I'm off kilter and I can't deliver and show up the same. If I feel like it's less than 100%, that's okay. I still love. I still love the way I love me. And okay, I just felt a twinge of emotion. And I feel like that is my true nature, my higher self, appreciating that I just said that, appreciating that I feel that about myself because that is my true nature. That is who I am, unconditional love. That is who you are, unconditional love. So at any moment, in any time, like I say, always be gentle with yourself and accept yourself. There's a reason. This humaning is a big deal. It is hard being in and on this earth school, doing everything that we do to get through our daily lives. And it is possible. It is possible to feel like I'm feeling discombobulated. Maybe that's the word. Um, it's okay. And I'm still accepting of myself. And it doesn't mean I've gone backwards. And my inner child, I mean, we can still get to a point where we get through a lot of our healing. The healing is continuous, probably for the rest of this human life. But we can get to a point in our healing where, excuse me, our inner child is relaxed. And you do feel a true balance. And I'm the proof of that. And I want to share it all. I'm getting emotional again. There's something about that. I feel like that is a deep, deep part of who I am and why I'm here. is to show up as a true life example of having to grow up without being nurtured, having to always be the only one in my world that would show up for me, the only one that was on my side. Going from that to really living it, really embodying that, and being able to rest in the truth that I did it without external outside help, so to speak. Everything we need is inside of us. Everything we need is inside of us. And when we do feel lost, like we don't know who we really are, we feel like a victim, that's when we are not seeing the truth that everything we need is inside of us. And we can depend on that is inside of us, our inner knowing, our higher self, the Holy Spirit of our higher self. The most important thing is to always show up for ourselves. And if we're not doing that yet because we've been living in our people-pleasing patterns, that got us where we are today. And now we are ready. Now we are ready to step into our healing process and step into the scary times that it's going to be really hard to choose a new way by choosing us. And you will get to a point where your inner child is relaxed, your nervous system is balanced, and you always know that knowing, that comfort of always being able to rely on yourself to give yourself true love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional respect. It does, it feels good. And I already feel like I'm starting to slip back into my 100% of me being in my relaxed, calm nervous system, relaxed inner child, back into balance. And I'm not going to do an energy healing today. I think the energy that I need, and maybe that someone else needs, has come through in these last words. Unconditional acceptance, unconditional respect for ourselves. Blessed be, my friends. The guides as a whole just jumped in and said, love from all of us, and we love you. Maybe that's why I changed out that picture today. Because I named that's an old painting that I did, but I named it Time to Fly. It's time to fly. That light already shines inside of you, even if it's just a spark right now. Much love. Talk to you tomorrow.